this new facility was really a long time in coming. I've been with the credit union now for over 13 years, and when I first got here, it was easy to see how cramped our facility was at the time, which of course used to stand right over here. Several years ago, we had to move our collection department down to Bainbridge. We literally had 3 people working out of closets and out of the basement in the old facility. We were limited to 2 drive-up lanes, which were often backed up with our members using those facilities all the way around the building out into the street, and member space inside the building was also frequently cramped. So quite simply, we needed more room to accommodate our members, our staff, and to provide room for our growth. Our board of directors and I had many discussions over several years about what we needed to plan for and even where and how we were going to expand. We worked with consultants, did our own studies, and finally came to the conclusion that we wanted to commit to stay within the village of Sidney. With some time and patience, we were able to acquire enough property on both sides of Union Street, here in our parking lot across the street on what we call our Adams Street parking lot, so that we had enough real estate so we could actually make this plan come to reality. And here it is. I hope you can all spare a few minutes after the formal remarks this morning to take a tour, because we have 6 tour guides that will be happy to take you through the building and show you all the pluses and minuses. In designing the structure, we decided earlier on that we wanted to incorporate as many green initiatives as we possibly could. These initiatives have been mentioned several times by me, by newspaper reports over the last couple of years, but I also just want to mention a couple of what they are, since you're out here and can actually see some of them. First of all, under our parking lot, there are 28 400 to 500 foot wells drilled underneath that are the core part of our geotherm system that both heat and cool the building. The exterior walls, and you can't see them at this point, but you will be able to see pieces of it when you take the tour, uses a fairly new construction method of corrugated steel with foam bonded on both sides to result in a very high R value. And if you take the tour, you'll also notice there are very, very few outlets or any other kind of compromises on the outside walls to keep the envelope as much pure as possible. Windows are all high efficiency glass intended to reflect the sun. The roof has an extra overhang, so much of the building sits in its own shade in the summer. Rainwater is collected off the roof, stored in tanks buried in the north end of the building that you'll see in our receiving area. And that water is treated and used to flush toilets and for irrigation outside when we finally have some more plants down here. The lighting system is all high efficiency, using special ballasts and motion detectors. And even though the orientation of the building limits its use, we'll have solar panels on the south end of the building when the project is all done. You won't see those yet today, but they'll be installed later on. I could go on and on about the need for this building, how it was designed, but I think you get the point. Bottom line, we just needed better conditions and larger accommodations for both our members and our staff.
SFCU's motivation today and every day is to continue the challenge that was started and hopefully develop it to meet the diverse and ever-changing needs of the members we serve. Our sincere thanks to that group of Scintilla Magneto employees for their vision and their commitment to serve.
Definitely adds a big plus to the village of Sidney, and as this credit union, of course, keeps growing, 8 units outside the village itself, we know it's going to be here for a while. So, Jim, congratulations and thank you very much.
Great.
Go. Give him time.